So we're driving the McLaren 720S and we are still at the Red Bull Ring. We've got 2 races in this video, so just sit back and have a nice time. So for race 1 we have this really weird start here. The red Ferrari up front in P1, I'm P3.
Right, Tyler,
he goes too early, so you're going to see now. He goes now, the pace car is not in the pitch yet, and he panics and brakes because he doesn't want to get a penalty. That means P2 overtook him before the race started, and so now he's got a penalty as well. So very strange start. But we're up into P2 already, and now you can see this is the one problem I think iRacing needs to resolve quite urgently. As you can see, he's just blinking the whole way around this lap. How can I honestly race against this? It's literally impossible. So he's ruining my race because he's got a bad connection. I honestly think iRacing just needs to send him, just teleport him to the pits immediately when someone's blinking in and out that mad. It is just unbelievably hard to race against, and then he tries to go into the pits. I hit him, he goes invisible, and I send him to the Shadow Realm. So quite a weird one. Honestly, that race was that was all that happened. I murdered somebody because the connection was so bad, and then we come out and we get a P1. So we actually win the race. Second time I've won. So our I rating now is 2,101, and we got plus 93 from that race. So not too bad.
You deserved that today.
And it was just a weird race all around. So into race number 2, we're at qualifying here. So we qualified P3, so provisional in P3 right now, and we're up on our time by 2/10. So we're trying to get a really nice exit out of here, but unfortunately we got on the power too early and we go wide. So we were up 2/10, and unfortunately we lose it all, as you can see by my reaction down at the bottom left. Not very happy about that. So we end up P5 for the race start. So race number 2, P5. We're in a higher split now, so it is. We've got a lot more people behind us who are fast as hell. So here we go. You can see car to my right. I'm on the outside for the corner. I actually don't mind it here. We've been side by side before. We've been on the inside, but this time we're on the outside, and we're able to make the place stick. So we've kept our position, and we are now still racing down into T3. So we occupy the middle of the track, so he's choosing to go on the inside. Then we take the racing line, and we're able to keep our position. We get a bit squirrely there, but cold tyres, you get on the throttle nice and early, that's what you're going to get. So we're going to take you through this entire lap. So here we go. We're going to be braking at the just before the 100-meter marker. Into second gear. We're going to come off the brakes nice and easy. We don't want to make the car too unsettled, and we're on the throttle again, going wide as we can, using all the track available to us. Braking before the 50 into third gear. We've got cold tyres, so we're really trying to take this nice and easy. Get on the throttle gently, and again we're going to be braking just where the green ended there, and we're getting on the throttle again nice and easy. You can use all the curb there, all the way up until the gravel before it's an off track. Here we're braking before the 50-meter marker, and I unfortunately brake a little bit too late, struggle getting on the throttle, go wide, and then again I'm wide of this, and unfortunately we get to slow down. So we pull over to the side. Guy thinks we're trying to break his slipstream. We come off the throttle, think he understands what was happening, and we had to unfortunately let him by, and we've got 0.1 seconds to serve on the slowdown, and it just disappears there as we come out of that corner. So very unfortunate that we lost the position there, but the guy ahead of us was fast anyway, so you can see he's pulling away a little bit there. We've got a guy behind who's also really fast. He ends up, so the guy ahead of me does the fastest lap, but the guy behind me did a lap faster than him, but he must have gotten off track. So the guy behind me is really fast, the guy in front of me is quite fast. So we're trying to keep in touch with the guy in front so we can use his slipstream to defend against the guy behind. So we are now coming up to the final corners, and we're just going to make sure we try and get a good exit. We know the guy behind us is really fast. At this point of the race I'm thinking, okay, if he catches up to me and goes for a move, I'm just going to let him by, because he might drag us to the front of the queue because he's that much faster. As you can see, he's right behind me now. I'm thinking, is he going to go for a move? So here we go. He looks like it, but decides against it. you've got to really be side by side before the braking zone to make a move work there. Otherwise, it's going to be too risky if you're going to try and lunge it. If you outbrake yourself, you're going to crash into the other guy, really. So, again, he's putting me under a lot of pressure. You can see now at the bottom right, he's got the fastest lap. I did a 1:30.1, he did a 1:29.6. So he's got a lot of pace, but we are able to, I don't know if he was making a lot of mistakes, but we're able to keep the distance just out of the reach where he can make a move into T1. So we are just within slipstream range of Alex Pepper ahead of us. So he is dragging us along down this straight, which does help me. And you can see there, I was activating a bit of DRS.
That's your best lap in this session.
So, as you can see, look how much he closes in on the braking zone, but a little bit too much because he makes a massive mistake. Must have got a snap of oversteer, and he corrected it and it just spat him out wide. So now we have a little bit of breathing room. We've got about 2 seconds of breathing room, and that turns into 2.7. So I'm not sure what type of mistakes he's making. I'm able to keep it very consistent. That's one of my strengths I believe I do have, is just consistently putting out lap times that are very similar. Obviously I do make a couple of mistakes, but nothing that hurts my race too much. And honestly, throughout the whole race, we are able to keep within 0.6 of Alex ahead of us, and that will give us a small tow down all of these little straights that we've got. So without, if I fall out of distance between Alex, then I would have definitely slowed down and been vulnerable to the guy behind. As you can see, 1.9 seconds still, about 2 second gap from the car behind, and we are absolutely under pressure now. So he's brought the gap down to 1.5. So again, in my mind the whole time in this race, I'm trying not to make any mistakes, because if I make even just a small mistake, lose 2 or 3 tenths, the guy behind is definitely within pouncing range, and he can use the draft that I provide for him and he'll just sail past me. He has so much more pace than me. I'm doing a 1:30.2 and he did a 1:29.9. So he's got 3 tenths on me pretty much the whole time. It is just fortunate that he keeps making mistakes, it seems like, and I have been quite consistent the whole race. So my lap times are probably very, very similar the whole race. The only mistake I really made was at the start of the race, where I got the slowdown penalty, which is unfortunate, but the guy ahead of me was quite fast, although I have been sticking within 6 tenths of him pretty much the whole race. So we got similar pace, but yeah, he does seem faster than me. So we pull closer to him, 0.4. Guy behind me was within a second. So again, if I didn't have the slipstream ahead, I definitely would have been eaten up by the guy behind, and it seems like we're going to be able to survive. So that was a pretty difficult race to keep my head calm and just drive my own race, make sure I don't lose too much time. And coming out the last corner to the checkered flag, we finished the race in 5th position, so 1 place down from where we started, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So this will be the final race that I have on the Red Bull Ring in the GT3s, because the track's going to reset on Tuesdays, and we're going to Watkins Glen next week. So that's going to be an absolute hell of a time. Awesome track. I love the bus stop chicane there. It's going to be carnage. I'm going to enjoy it a lot. So let us bring up the iRating that we gained here. So our current iRating now is 2,158, so we gained plus 57. So we're making our way to 3k. It's going to be slow and tedious process, but we will get there. So appreciate the love and support from all the videos. Thank you ever so much. Please like and subscribe. More videos every week. Peace out, everybody. Thank you.
From day when I said I was serious, but nobody took me serious. But then when I go to the raves and I spit in the rage and I spit in the face for the disrespect, I am serious. Boy, better know I'm serious. Jamie don't take no shit. Boy that don't like Jamie, listen up, cause